Hello, today we are going to be learning about obtuse angles. Our learning goals are to be able to identify and draw obtuse angles by the end of this lesson. First, we will review what a right angle and acute angle are and what they look like, and what shapes we can find them. Then we are going to look at what an obtuse angle is and how to identify and draw them. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to identify and draw right, acute, and obtuse angles. Today we are going to be talking about right angles. A right angle is an angle that is exactly 90 degrees. So this right here is 90 degrees from the starting point. We can see shapes set with right angles in shapes such as squares, rectangles, and right triangles. Right angles can usually be identified with a small square in the corner that contains a right angle, like so. Acute angles are angles that are less than 90 degrees. That means any angle between the numbers 0 and 90 can be acute angles. Acute angles can look like this, which might be 80 degrees, or it can look like this, which might be 7 degrees. So shapes that might look like acute angles might be a star, and some types of triangles. I like to remember acute angles are cute because they're so small. Obtuse angles are angles that are greater than 90 degrees. So here's our 90. Now, if you think about a line like that, this line here is 180 degrees. An obtuse angle is between 90 and 180 degrees. Now, let's review a 90-degree angle looks like that with a little box there. So if we think of an angle between 90 and 180 degrees, an obtuse angle can look like this, which might be 150 degrees, or it can look something like this, which might be 96 degrees. I'll shrink that down, put it to the side. There we go. So if we think about shapes that might have obtuse angles, we could have probably triangles. Some triangles have obtuse angles, like so. Another shape that contains obtuse angles is a trapezoid, which looks like that. Let's fill it in. And the right angles on these would be right here and here and here. I know this because, let's get these out of the way. If I took a square with 90-degree angles, because we know all squares and rectangles have 90 degrees. If I took that and placed that along this, there. Let's turn that and put that on the line there so it's easier to see. And then I put the square right on top of it. I can see this section of orange still showing, which means this 90 degrees, this takes up part of it, but there's more than just 90 degrees here. I can take this square and I can move it over to my trapezoid, and I can see these corners right here. This right here is 90 degrees, but then we also have a little piece, which means it's greater than 90 degrees. So that is what an obtuse angle is. Let's review one more time. A right angle is an angle that is 90 degrees. It can be represented with a little box and might have shapes such as rectangles. An acute angle is an angle that is smaller than 90 degrees. It might be 40 degrees. This one right here is 90. And can be shown with triangles such as this. And obtuse angles, which we just learned, are angles that are greater than 90 degrees and can look like that. Might be 120 degrees and can be seen from other types of triangles that look like this. So that is the difference between right angle, acute, and obtuse angles. I hope you understand obtuse angles a little bit better after watching this video. Good luck with the rest of your math.